We have to protect what is ours and what we are in charge of. We have to make sure that we don't allow for the people that like Donald Trump to ever win an election again. They tried to stop him before he got elected, but there was many other conservatives and many other candidates, many other people at the state level, local level, and nationwide that they wanted to make sure they controlled it all. Now, this is what the CIA does, and this is why the deep state's so dangerous. This is why J. Edgar Hoover
I'm a
was
senior.
So
I played guard.
he could sit down with anybody that was wanting to be president, any senator, any congressman, any governor, and he could blackmail them.
My name is Jaron Watkins. I'm a junior.
Files.
I play guard.
That was to make sure that no one screwed
My favorite
with
subject
him.
is math.
And I mean no one.
My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is winning.
It's no different than what they were doing now with big tech.
I'm a junior.
Brandon Devine said it this way, and I want to get your reaction to it as well. 1-877-381-3811. Take a listen to this.
It was pretty clear that there was really a psychological operation being conducted against Twitter executives by the FBI, so that when our story came up in October of 2020, that they would recognize it immediately as a Russian hack and leak operation, because they've been warned for weeks by FBI exactly what to look for. In fact, to look for this operation in October, and that it would involve Hunter Biden. And remember that the FBI was paying Twitter $3.4 million they gave them to help censor Americans, and particularly our story 3 weeks before the election.
$3.4 million. It wasn't just to censor Americans. It was to censor the stories they wanted to be censored. That's what it was. Byron New York said this at Fox today. The FBI did exactly what, or Twitter did exactly what the FBI wanted them to do. Why? Because it was their same people over there. They were one and the same. Twitter's executives and the FBI. The only difference was the badge and the office complex they went into.
I think what these latest revelations show is that the FBI used Twitter to suppress information on the pretext of it being Russian disinformation, but to suppress legitimate news stories that would be negative to Joe Biden. We've talked about this before, saying the Twitter story is really an FBI story. These new revelations make clear how much the FBI was using Twitter.
How much the FBI was using Twitter. And that's absolutely right. This is how much the FBI was using Twitter. The FBI not only used Twitter to change what you believe, but the FBI made sure, the FBI wanted to make sure that they had their boys in every position in government they needed. GOP Representative James Comer, he wants to cut off the FBI funding over these Twitter files now that we know that the funding was, I would argue, nothing more than a bribe.
Well, it means a lot. More evidence of wrongdoing. In the beginning, I thought that there were probably 2 or 3 rogue employees who were orchestrating this cover-up of the Hunter Biden laptop story. But now we know the FBI had a division of at least 80 agents. We also know that the FBI paid Twitter over $3 million for their time, all the time they took over the past couple of years in telling them who to suppress, who to ban. It's just things that the government has no role in. The FBI was never granted the authority to create any type of disinformation task force that policed the social media sites. Now, this we know with Twitter. We've heard similar stories from Zuckerberg. Who knows what went on at YouTube and Google? This is an agency that's out of control. And the most frustrating thing for me right now, Maria, is the fact that in this omnibus bill, there's increased funding for the FBI plus a $1.75 billion headquarters facility for the FBI. We need to halt everything with the FBI, all funding, until they come forward and explain to Congress exactly what they were doing, why they were doing it, and who gave them the authority to do it.
You look at Elon Musk and what he tweeted out earlier. He said the government paid Twitter millions of dollars to censor info from the public. As outgoing chair of House Intelligence, did you approve hidden state censorship in direct violation of the Constitution of the United States of America? He asked to Representative Adam Schiff. This after Twitter Files Part 7 showed the FBI and the Hunter Biden laptop story were one and the same. They knew how to censor it. They knew who to tell. And you heard James Comer there say it. Congressman Comer saying, this couldn't have just been Twitter. He was going back to that conversation that happened with Mark Zuckerberg and Joe Rogan. Remember, Mr. Producer, do you have that audio by chance? I know it was Mark. I think I can find it real quick. But Mark Zuckerberg was an individual who was sitting there talking, and so the FBI actually. This is back in August. He did this interview with Joe Rogan, and I'm going to play this for you. I found it. It's important for you to understand the context here. He said, well, look, we didn't really mean to do anything wrong when we silenced the Hunter Biden story. They came to us and to look for this, and so we just did what they asked.
How do you guys handle things when they're a big news item that's controversial? Like there was a lot of attention on Twitter during the election because of the Hunter Biden laptop story. The New York Post.
We had that too.
Yeah, so you guys censored that as well?
So we took a different path than Twitter. I mean, basically, the background here is the FBI, I think, basically came to us, some folks on our team, and was like, hey, just so you know, like, you should be on high alert. There was we thought that there was a lot of Russian propaganda in the 2016 election. We have it on notice that basically there's about to be some kind of dump of that's similar to that. So just be vigilant. So our protocol is different from Twitter's. What Twitter did is they said you can't share this at all. We didn't do that. What we do is we have, if something is reported to us as potentially misinformation, important misinformation, we also have this third-party fact-checking program because we don't want to be deciding what's true and false. And for I think it was 5 or 7 days.
I got to hit pause there. We don't want to decide what's true and false. Then why is it that every time conservatives post things you guys don't like, you fact-check the hell out of it in a biased way to imply now that it's false? Partially false, misleading information, needs context. Are you kidding me? You guys shut down conservative accounts at Facebook on the regular basis, and you do it so that we can't actually run our businesses the same way as liberal Democrats on your on your platform. We all know this. We've all experienced it. We're not stupid. We understand what you guys have been doing to us, right? Like, this is not some crazy thing here. We get it. And he's like, well, we don't want to be deciding what's true and false. Yes, you do. That's why you got fact checkers to deliberately silence and shut down the reach of conservatives by marking enough of their posts as need context or misleading statement, things like that. You guys shut down people that were telling the truth and asking questions about things like ivermectin and the things about heart conditions with COVID vaccines. You know, let's just hit pause and look at what happened with COVID with big tech. Okay, forget Hunter Biden for a moment and just think about COVID. If you didn't go along with what the government said you had to go along with, big tech would shut you down, silence you, and ban you from your account. If you talked about ivermectin, if you said the word ivermectin, if you talked about the concerns about the vaccine, if you were worried about heart conditions, if you were worried about heart inflammation or artery inflammation or anything else that came about, if you were worried about anything and you just asked a question, they would immediately say, nope, you can't do that. We're going to shut you down. You have to be silenced. You have to go away. That is a problem. It's not just the Hunter Biden thing. If you ask questions about where did COVID start, did it actually start at the Institute of Virology in Wuhan? If you called it the Chinese virus, if you said that you don't believe that it came from a wet market, if you talked about gain of function research, if you talked about Dr. Fauci funding gain of function research in Wuhan, if you put a video up of Senator Paul asking questions and you said, hell yeah, they would put need context missing, because you have to understand that when they mark any one of these videos or posts, I know this because many of you that follow me on Twitter and many of you that follow me on Facebook, have said this. I never see your posts anymore. On Facebook, this happens all the time, where no one can see the posts. Well, if a big tree falls in the forest and makes a loud boom and no one's around, did it actually even happen? Did it ever happen? That's the question. And they know the answer to it. Of course it doesn't. If you can't share the Hunter Biden laptop story, then what good does the Hunter Biden laptop story do to influence the opinions of voters if no one can see it or share it? If you treat it the same way that you treat sharing of child pornography to make sure, that's how hell-bent they were on making sure you couldn't share that story. They treated you sharing it in direct messages like you were sharing child pornography at Twitter. That's a fact. I mean, go back to one of the, slide 22 of the latest Twitter files. It says, then in July of 2020, the FBI's Elvis Chan arranges for temporary top-secret security clearances for Twitter executives so that the FBI can share information about threats to the upcoming election. So for all the left-wingers out there arguing there was no collusion between the government and big tech, this is, in fact, direct collusion between Twitter and between the FBI to influence the election. This is bigger, by the way, than just Donald Trump. I want to make this clear. This is like nationwide. This is all candidates that were affected in some way, shape, manner, or form because of what they were doing. And so Mark Zuckerberg looks at it straight face. Well, we didn't want to decide what was true and false. Yeah, you did. That's exactly what you wanted to do. I'm going to have the rest of that interview, this absurd BS, coming up next. Ben Ferguson filling in for the great one, Mark Levin. You can follow me on Twitter, Ben Ferguson Show, Facebook, Ben Ferguson. You can also grab my podcast. If you like this show and what I'm doing tonight, I'd love for you to follow me on my podcast, Ben Ferguson Podcast. We'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
Paying woke wireless companies. How about this? Get talk, text, and blazing fast data, just $30 a month. Yes, on the same network, the same time.
Time to take the dogfight to the court. Welcome to Bulldog Basketball on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com. Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by PVT, Sondhi Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Artesia Animal Clinic, Central Valley Electric, Devon Energy, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and E&MU Roswell, Hermosa Church of Christ, J.S. Warden Son, H.F. Sinclair, Smile Expressions, Forest Tire, Crouch Plumbing, Incredible Printing, Cisco Equipment, Bob Reed Pest Control, KFC of Artesia, Maze Lumber, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Big O Tires, Adobe Rose, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Tate Branch of Artesia, Rebel Daughters Barbecue, J&J Home Care, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Faith Baptist Church, Artesia Credit Union, Deans Incorporated, Frost Mortgage, H&R Block, Turpinning & Sons, Kane Electric Supply, Artesia Family Healthcare, Hawker & Sons, LaFonda Restaurant, Western Bank, Guy Chevy, Artesia Ford, Moppin & Brown, Artesia General Hospital, Business Notions, and First National Bank. Now, on with the action.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at LaFonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? LaFonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
There are things you can do to improve the value of your current home if you plan to sell, and a few things you probably shouldn't do. The folks at Lois Oliver Real Estate are experts in real estate in Artesia and can help you with some great advice. If you want to talk to a local expert about buying or selling a home in Artesia, visit with any of the agents at Lois Oliver Real Estate. We know Artesia, and we're ready to help you buy or sell or find local experts who can answer your questions. Lois Oliver Real Estate, we love it here. Find us at 210 South Roselawn or online at loisoliverrealestate.com. Central Valley Electric is continually learning and advancing technology that improves electric service, reliability, and safety, and in turn enhancing the quality of life for members that we serve in our local communities. CVE offers an account management program called SmartHub that allows members to track their usage, set up convenient pay methods, and the ability to manage their energy use with smart technologies. A secure system such as SmartHub is an easy tool to use. To sign up, visit cvecoop.org and click Smart Hub to get started.
Hello, this is Andrew Davidson, Market President for First National Bank Artesia, inviting you to come and bank with us. We offer a full range of financial products that create possibilities in the lives we touch, and in this community we're proud to serve. Our friendly staff understands the importance of every financial transaction, whether you want to open a checking account or a personal loan or finance your business or commercial property or want to apply for a home loan. We're here to help. First National Bank Artesia. We're big enough to serve, small enough to care, and proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Call First National Bank in Artesia, 575-746-4794. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Incredible Printing is open for business. Located across the street from the Derek Floor statue in Artesia, Incredible Printing is Artesia's only local printer. Incredible Printing makes your business that high-flying brochure needed to advertise those new services or products. Incredible Printing also specializes in all carbon copy books and material. Incredible Printing is open in Artesia, across from the Derek Floor statue.
ENMU Roswell welcomes new and returning students to register online and on campus for the spring 2023 semester. Prepare for brighter days ahead and learn new career skills in arts and sciences, technical and health education right here at home. Classes start January 17th. Talk with an advisor today. Call 575-624-7000 or log on to roswell.enmu.edu.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
Since 2019, Spur Energy Partners has been committed to the markets we have operations, including right here in Artesia, New Mexico. We are proud of this community and we work hard to be a good citizen and support our local economy, our local schools, and our local families. That's why Spur Energy Partners is excited about bringing the Artesia Bulldog broadcasts to you. Good luck, Bulldogs, and safe travels in the 2022 season. Play hard with Bulldog Pride from Spur Energy Partners.
Hello, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here with KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7. And I'm joined by Coach Jeff Hodling, the girls' varsity Bulldog basketball coach. And, Coach, this last week you guys had a great win. Why don't we talk about last week first before we get into this week, the week of Christmas?
Sure. We played, thanks, by the way, we played Gadsden Tuesday. I think it was, or Saturday. I lost track of my days. Last Saturday, and it was a good win for us. Gadsden came in with a good record. They've beaten some good teams. They've been playing solid. They're a strong team led by a really physical post presence in Emma Rose, and they're pretty well coached. And we knew all that going into the game, but felt like we had a pretty good game plan, and we really executed well. Obviously, there's things we could always continue to work on and get better at. I thought we had 22 turnovers, which is a little bit higher than what we've been averaging this season, but we're able to turn them over quite a bit too, and we're able to take some of those turnovers and convert them into points. And so came away with a really big win. I think we beat them by 12, and really excited about that. It was a big win for us, especially coming off an 11-day layoff and a loss to Clovis. We really needed to get back in the gym and play a game, and to come away after a stretch like that with a win is really good. So we're pretty excited about it, and I feel like that's give us a little bit of momentum going into tonight.
All right, so talking about that, here in the next few minutes, you're going to be taking on the Carlsbad Cave Girls. Always a challenge. They're a very good team every year. You are in Christmas break, so you're getting practice during the days, but you got Carlsbad here in the next few minutes. Talk about Carlsbad, this home and away that we get every year, and you get them at home first this year.
Well, Carlsbad is really good. Folks that have followed us the last few years have seen that. One thing Carlsbad is that we don't see with many other teams is size. They just have a lot of size. I mean, even their guards are going to be bigger than us, so they're going to be bigger than us at all 5 spots tonight. But the best thing about playing Carlsbad is they're not a 4A team. They're a 5A team that is going to make us better, and we usually do get them home and away, and is the case this year. But also in between our home and our away, we're going to get them a third time. We're going to play them over there in Las Cruces at the holiday tournament we're going to go to next week after Christmas break, or after Christmas. So going to get to see them a lot here in the next month, 3 times. But even so, again, it's just opportunities for us to get better. We know what they do, so they're going to play zone. They're going to press us a little bit, and they're going to play inside out with the big girls. So lots of areas for us to look at that and to improve on, and hopefully we play them well tonight and come away with a win. I think we can beat them if we play good. but if we slip up just a little bit, they're pretty solid. So we're going to get after it and see if we can get a win tonight.
All right, thanks, Coach. All right, fans, coming up here in the next few minutes here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, as well as our YouTube and Facebook pages, KSVP Radio pages. We're going to have the Artesia Lady Bulldogs hosting the Carlsbad Cave Girls. Now, we want you to get here. If you're listening to this or watching it somewhere and you can get to Bulldog Pit, come on out, and you're not already here, come on out and support these young ladies as they take on the Carlsbad Cave Girls. And, of course, immediately following their game, the boys will be taking on the Carlsbad Cavemen. All right, go Bulldogs.
Eastern New Mexico University in Portales is proud to offer potential students the opportunity to attend ENMU tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. And now we are proud to announce the newly created Freshman Hound Housing Room Grant, which will allow students the opportunity to receive up to $3,000 per year off their housing costs when living on the ENMU campus. For more information on how ENMU is making higher education more affordable for you and your family members, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
Hello, folks. Martin here from PRMI. That's right, Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated. I've been waiting a while to reveal the great news that we've taken our parent company name and things are only getting better for Southern New Mexico. I'm excited to announce that everything we do will be handled in-house. I have a dedicated processing, underwriting, and closing team, thus streamlining our process or your purchase or refinance. When you're looking for an in-town lender or someone that will communicate with you one-on-one and give you straight answers, call me, 575-749-6278, or visit me online at martin.chooseprimeres.com. Remember, Martin at PRMI for your home finance.
PRMI is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 3094. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1815286.
What's tougher than a Ford truck? Finding a Ford truck. Artesia Ford Sales is ready to help with a great selection of certified pre-owned Ford trucks. All certified pre-owned vehicles qualify for low 0.99% interest for 36 months. If a new Ford truck is what you want, let us order your new truck from the factory. Artesia Ford can price protect your selection. The price today is the price you'll pay when your new truck is delivered. Don't let buying a new truck be tough. Make buying a Ford truck easy by visiting Artesia Ford Sales today.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
It's important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
Artesia is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
If you need a Kubota that works and plays hard, stop looking. You'll find everything you need at Amigo Machinery. When it comes to tough Kubota tractors, mowers, construction equipment, and utility vehicles, all with low-rate financing, Amigo Machinery is your one-stop shop. We are passionately committed to providing our customers with the highest quality products, most innovative solutions, and services delivered with integrity and professionalism. Stop by Amigo Machinery in Roswell or see us online at amigo-machinery.com.
My name is Cody Beltran. I'm a senior. I play the shooting guard. My parents are Manny and Mindy Beltran. My favorite subject in school is math, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the supportive community. Go Dogs.
My name is Kimber Beltran. I'm a junior. I'm a wing. My parents are Mindy and Manny Beltran. My favorite subject is language, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the amount of support and encouragement we get from the community. Go Dogs!
My name is Abby Hauschild. I'm a junior and I'm a post. My parents are Brian and Becky Hauschild, and my favorite school subject is math. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the support and the motivation from my coaches and my teammates. Go Dogs!
My name is Jenna Whitmire. I'm a freshman. My position is a wing. My parents are Josh Whitmire and Michelle Whitmire. My favorite subject in school is math. And my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the programs and the school spirit. Go Bulldogs.
It's the season we've all been waiting for. It's the Red Tag Sales Event at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. We've got the best Silverado inventory of the year with the best pricing. So find your tag, find your deal, and do what you love in a new Silverado from Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, or visit us at guychevy.com.
Hocker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hocker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hocker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hockerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center needs volunteers to assist with the Robert Gaines Memorial Christmas Village in the Art Center. Volunteers will help with the construction of the Christmas Village, which will be an annual exhibit. Donors are needed to provide more buildings, roads, snow blankets and rolls, trees, miniature people, and street lamps. If you would like to help build or donate to the Christmas Village, please stop by the museum starting December 13th. Museum hours are 10 to 1 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Please call the Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center at 575-748-2390 or visit Artesia Museum at artesianm.gov.
In volatile times, it's natural to worry about your retirement.
Hon, I'm worried about our retirement account.
With today's economy, it just makes sense to keep your retirement money close to home with people you know. We have several guaranteed safe options. Peace of mind with retirement savings. It just makes sense. Western Bank of Artesia. Member FDIC. It just makes sense.
Here to help you breathe easy. That's what you can expect from Artesia General Hospital's cardiopulmonary and respiratory therapy team, both literally and figuratively. From innovative treatments for lung cancer and COVID-19 to management for everyday breathing problems like asthma and bronchitis, our care for acute and chronic conditions is unmatched in Southeast New Mexico, and the compassion of our caregivers offers peace of mind with each visit. Get the help you need for chronic respiratory conditions. Call 575-748-3333 or visit artesiageneral.com/respiratory.
At Wilbanks Trucking Services of Artesia, we understand that every hour of every day is critical to your profitability and long-term success. Specializing in oil rig mobilization, crane and production services, Wilbanks Trucking Services operate full-service terminals in Artesia, Hobbs, and the Permian Basin. With our highly trained professionals, we can ensure that all projects, even the most complex, are performed smoothly and efficiently, providing a competitive advantage for our customers. For more information, please visit our website at www.wilbanks.us or call 575-746-6318 today.
Good evening, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling and Robbie Blue here live at Bulldog Pit on KSVP Radio, AM 990, FM 93.7, KSVPTV.com, and we're out there on YouTube and Facebook on our KSVP Radio pages. Like and share. We'd love to hear from you. Put down where you're at if you're watching somewhere else around the world besides maybe possibly here in Artesia. If you are listening and or watching here in Artesia, come on to the pit. We got a doubleheader, Robbie. It's going to be a great night of basketball.
Yeah, looking forward to tonight, Joby. First off tonight, it's going to be fun to watch the 4-2 4A Artesia Lady Bulldogs taking on the 8-1 5A Carlsbad Cave Girls. So Bulldogs are going to have their hands full tonight, but I know they're up to the challenge.
Well, they had a great game last week. They had one game last week against another 5A school in Gadsden, who came into that game, I think, 4 or 5-2. And Gadsden was big and really good. And I talked to Coach. I talked to my brother last week before the game, and then, of course, talked to him after, and then had the interview that everybody heard here just a few minutes ago about Gadsden and how pleased he was. It was kind of a sloppy game. They had a lot of turnovers, as did Gadsden, but overall he was real pleased, and he was looking forward to this game. Carlsbad, always big, always good shooters, well coached, and we just have a hard time with them. They're a bigger classification, but he's excited about tonight, and so am I.
Well, it's always fun this time of the year as the teams are getting, 8, 9, 10 games into the season. You start seeing them starting to mesh and coming together.
All right, we're going to do the national anthem. Stay right there.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Oh, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, they're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reply, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, so welcome back here. You heard the national anthem. Good rendition there by one of the high school students here in Artesia. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the rosters.
All right, we got the Carlsbad Cave Girls tonight, non-starters. Number 1, Cameron Zumbrun. She is a sophomore. Number 2, Isabella Costin-Baden. She is a junior. She stands at 5'8". Number 3, Stephanie Chavez, senior at 5'5". Number 4, Cadence Lopez. She's a 5'7" sophomore. Number 33, Samantha Oliver, 5'7" junior. Number 50, Jasmine Gonzalez, 5'10" sophomore. She plays center. Number 51, Corrine Bradford. She's a 5'6" junior. And then starting tonight for the Cave Girls is number 12, Abby Dugan. She's a 5'8" sophomore, shooting guard. Number 13, Mariana Soplaveda. She's a 5'7" senior. She's a forward. Number 22, Kalia Estrada, 5'10" senior. Number 32, Allie Myers, 6' senior, post and a forward. And number 52, Carly Younger, a 6'3" senior, and she plays center. They're coached tonight by April Anderson, Wesley Boatwright, Rylan Gonzalez, and the head coach, Matt Enlow.
All right, for our Artesia Lady Bulldogs, the non-starters tonight, number 14, Carmen Harvey, the 5'5" sophomore guard and wing. Also playing point guard and wing, the junior, 5'5", number 15, Myra Jimenez. Number 20 is one of our freshmen, Kaylee Padilla, the 5'5" shooting guard. Number 23, Kimber Beltran, 5'5" junior. She's a wing and a point guard. Number 24, 6-footer, Abigail Heschel. She is a junior and a post. And number 42, Claudia Castillo, the 5'9" junior post. And the starters for the Artesia Bulldogs, number 11, Audrey Vello. She's a 5'4" senior, plays point guard and wing. Number 21, 5'4" senior, wing and point guard, Coda Beltran. Another one of our freshmen, number 25, Jenna Whitmire. She's a 5'7" wing and post. Post playing at 5'10", number 32, Hattie Harrison. She is a sophomore. And number 45, 6' junior post, Lauren Wagner. Bulldogs coming into this ball game, as Robbie said, 4-2 against the 8-1 Carlsbad Cave Girls. And it's the coaches for the Bulldogs, head coach Jeff Hodling. Assistant coaches are Cambry Blakey, Candace Pollard, and Nicholas Rivera. They've got the, if you haven't been down to the pit in a while, both the boys and the girls have a hype video that they play before the games. They're pretty cool up on the big board, and of course I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if our camera goes up there or not, but it might. I've never noticed, so it might be up there. But thanks for tuning in here on KSVP Radio, ksvptv.com, and or YouTube or Facebook. And as we said, we've got the doubleheader tonight, Carlsbad. It's an interesting thing, the Carlsbad Cavemen and the Carlsbad Cave Girls. Normally we play them away and home. This year, the boys played Carlsbad in our own tournament in the last game of that tournament. The Bulldogs' last game of that tournament played the Carlsbad Cavemen. And so they're going to play them 3 times this year. Artesia Lady Bulldogs play Carlsbad tonight, and then next week, that's their first game in the tournament in Las Cruces. Both head coaches not happy about that, but that's how Las Cruces did it. And then, of course, we'll play them again, I think, in January, both teams there in Carlsbad. So you're going to get to see Carlsbad plenty.
Well, and I don't care if it's volleyball, basketball, softball, baseball. We play Carlsbad a lot. The 30 miles down the road, we tend to play the same tournaments, whether it's volleyball, basketball, softball, or baseball. And so in every sport except for football, we get to see them quite a bit.
And in football, it's the biggest game of the year in terms of crowd. Typically, it's the largest game in terms of number of people. We get huge crowds no matter what game, but Carlsbad brings the big crowd when we play them here and there at their house. And so, it's not unusual to have 10 to 12,000 people at those football games. So, yeah, we see Carlsbad. It's the Battle of Eddy County. They are a lot bigger school than we are, but we always hold our own.
Well, we didn't have these when we were playing. At least I did. You may have. You're much younger than me. The traveling ball, being so close to Carlsbad, a lot of these players play with each other on traveling teams, and then they play for their respective high schools. So they're actually pretty good friends with some of them.
Yeah, we didn't. No, that travel stuff started way after you and I, and but so we didn't have that either. At least I'm not aware that it was back in the 80s. But all right, so both teams coming onto the floor here. Carlsbad at 8-1. The only game they've lost was their last one, which was on the 17th. They lost 51-39. And Las Cruces, I talked to my brother Jeff about that, and he said Las Cruces is number 1 ranked team, but Carlsbad's right up there in rankings. They're good year in and year out. And so we're ready to go here. Hattie Harrison jumping against Myers, and Hattie wins the jump. Bulldogs get the ball, and we'll start off here with Whitmire on the right wing, looking somewhere to go with it. Goes to Hattie Harrison out top. She spins it over to Velo. Velo skip pass over to Whitmire. She drives in on the right side. She's going to skip it back out to Velo, who goes out top. Now inside on the free throw line to Harrison. Back to Velo. Back cut. Kick it over to the right side. Driving and now kicking it to Harrison. She'll tip it back. Luckily tip it out to now they get it to Harrison, swing it over to the right side to Whitmire. I couldn't get my words out, Robbie. And then it's going to be thrown away. Carlsbad comes away on an unforced error. Driving down the floor, and then it's blocked. Oh, he called a foul. Boy, it looked like all ball, but foul called, and that's going to be on – is that on Coda?
Yeah, it looked like it was on Coda. Tough call because he was trailing the play. He wasn't where he needed to be, and then he really – Coda – it was hard to see, very difficult to see that call, but he made the call anyway. I'd like to see Jenna down here take those shots. I'm sure you would too.
Yeah.
She had some 6-foot jumpers down here, and she kept throwing it back out.
Yeah. All right, so number 13, Mariana Sepulveda, is who got fouled. She just made the first free throw, so Carlsbad leads 1-0. 7:12 to go here in the first period. Second shot is up, and second shot is off the rim, no good. Harrison gets the board. She'll get it to Velo. Velo looking for Beltran. Dakota is going to be the point guard tonight, swings, or at least starting here. Whitmire goes to Harrison. It's tipped away, and then there's a foul that they don't call. Get it over to Velo for 3. It looks long. It looked good off the backboard, but it goes a little bit long. Carlsbad comes out with the rebound. Dugan will bring it up the floor. The sophomore for Carlsbad. Go over to Sepulveda. Out top to Younger. Younger down underneath, and the shot is up and good for number 32, Allie Myers.
Yeah, we're probably going to see some of that tonight. They kind of isolated her on Jenna there, and that's a mismatch.
Myers listed at 6 foot. She's every bit of that. As the Bulldogs get it across against the soft zone defense. Velo over to the corner to Whitmire. Whitmire's going to try to go underneath. It's going to be stolen away. Myers comes away with it and then fumbles it. It goes out of bounds. We'll turn over back to the Bulldogs.
That's what I'd like to see. Jenna's looking to pass that immediately. Instead of saying, I'm open, let's take the shot. But Like to see her start hitting that. Maybe they're going to talk to her about it.
Kimber Beltran checks in, and taking a seat will be Jenna Whitmire. She'll get her first break in the ball game. 6:19 to go, first period. Pass is going to go down underneath and turn around against the taller was Lauren Wagner, but had to change her shot a little bit. Carlsbad comes out of there with the rebound, and Sepulveda will bring it across the timeline. Taking her time, looking at the defense. Bulldogs in a man-to-man defense. Younger sets a screen. Sepulveda goes right to the basket, up and in. Is that going to be a charge? It is, so good job there by Velo.
Great position by Velo. She saw her coming in there, and she had position. Stationed right there. She came in, drove for the layup, and fouled her.
All right, so again, this kind of a half-court trapping defense here. Carlsbad will try to run to the ball handler if they try to go. So right now, getting it across to Harrison is Beltran. Harrison gets it back out top. Now Velo with it out top. She's looking to go to Coda, but Dugan staying on her pretty close. Sepulveda on Coda Beltran pretty close as well. So they're playing man-to-man defense too, are the Cavemen, or Cave Girls. Back out top, now swing over the left side. Velo to Harrison, the top of the key. She tries to go underneath, and there's that defense. They kind of set her up for that. Coming the other direction is Myers, Hallie Myers, who's a 6-footer but can handle. Gets it to Dugan. Her three-point shot is going to be short, but Younger gets the rebound, kicks it to Myers. Myers at the top of the key will go to the left side to Sepulveda. She puts it on the floor, picked up there by Coda. Over to the right side to Younger. Younger way outside. There's going to be a takeaway. Nope. Myers is able to control it. Looked like we might get a steal. She goes up and in.
Yeah, good job by her. She was able to pick that ball back up and just softly off the glass. She's got a real pretty shot.
All right, Carlsbad backs out of their trapping zone defense. Hattie Harrison, the top of the key, kicks it. Three-point shot attempt on the right side is good for Kimber Beltran.
That's about 2 feet behind the three-point line in the right corner. Nice shot by Kimber.
Bulldogs putting a little bit of pressure on here. Dugan not looking like she wanted to go across the timeline, but she does. Picked up by Velo. Now she goes by her. Kicks it to Younger. Her shot long. Hattie Harrison with the board. Gets it to Velo. Boy, she was looking at Kimber, but decided not to throw it. She's going to go to the top of the key. Tried to bounce past it underneath. Bulldogs trying to do some stuff there, but Carlsbad stuffing up the middle. So another turnover on the Bulldogs as Myers crosses the timeline. Hands it off to Sepulveda. She's going to step back and shoot a long three herself. It's off to the right side. Dugan gets the rebound. There's a good block shot. And now we're going to have a walk, I hope. But nope, they're going to say it's a foul on the floor.
So Lauren down here on the Bulldog again, trying to do a bounce pass. There's 4 people in there. And it's just tough to bounce pass it when you got that many people that close together. So rather see her do a straight pass than a bounce pass.
Wagner and Kimber take a seat, as well as Velo. So we got 3 new Bulldogs. Padilla. Who else came in? And that's going to be Bulldog. Oh, nope. Went off of a Bulldog. Went off of Harrison. So who came in down there? I guess Jimenez, Padilla. Oh, and Whitmire checked back in. Carlsbad also had some come in. That's going to be wide open under the basket, but missed the shot. And then another shot up and no good. And there's a rebound for Jimenez for the Bulldogs. So that was number 50 that took those shots, Jasmine Gonzalez. Padilla tries to drive. It's stripped away. Turnover on the Bulldogs as Sepulveda will have the ball now. She did the stripping and then got it back for number 33, who also checked in, Samantha Oliver, for the Cave Girls. Sepulveda going to drive in on the right side, go up and score. So they spread us out that time, Robbie.
Yeah, they set us up for that. She got around Coda, and nobody could get over in time. Easy layup for her.
7-3 Carlsbad, 3:18 and counting here in the first period. Coda working over on the left side. She's got lots of Carlsbad Cape Girls giving chase. Jimenez now out top. Going to go back to Coda on the left side, back outside to Jimenez. Now she'll go into the lane, shoot a free throw, bounce it off the backboard and good.
I like it. I mean, they left it open, so she just drove it right to the free throw line and banked it off the glass.
7-5 Carlsbad, 2:55 and counting to go here in the first period. As Sepulveda will walk it across the timeline. Beltran waiting on her. She's going to set up a double screen over there. Harrison did a good job switching. Now they're going to go down and try to get a mismatch. Shot is up and no good. It's going to be bounced around. Jimenez ends up with it. So the Bulldogs have a chance to go ahead or tie here. 3 will take them into the lead. Bounce pass to Whitmire. She's on the corner, on the block. Back cut. Nice pass. Nice shot.
That's a good cut by Padilla. Boy, she saw Whitmire. They met eyes. They locked eyes. And she just made that back cut. Boy, and made the layup, too.
Freshman to freshman, 7-7. We'll take a break. We've got a timeout on the floor. Carlsbad timeout.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
We're back here after the timeout. Sepulveda will bring it across the timeline. Wagner checked back in, as did Kimber Beltran. Sepulveda will step back, shoot a long three. It's going to be off the bank and good.
I don't know that she called that, but it counts.
10-7, it counts. All right, Dugan coming out on Jimenez. Jimenez is going to go she threw it away. Just threw it over the head of the Bulldog intended receiver. Sepulveda tries to drive. Jimenez cut her off. Then she puts a shot up. Jenna Whitmire with the rebound. Gets it to Jimenez. She'll drive up the left side, and now she'll slow it down. Coach Hodling calls the play. Going to go down on the block. Turning around is going to be a little nice turnaround. Oh, and it doesn't go for Lauren, but she fought for the rebound. Boy, it just went in and out.
Yeah, that was a good turnaround, one-handed off the glass. It just bounced around the rim, didn't go.
Estrada for three on the other end is going to be long. Fighting for it was Padilla, but the Carlsbad Cave girls outsized her that time to get the rebound. Outside it goes to Sepulveda. Now she goes down onto the block to Gonzalez. Her shot is up and no good, but we're going to have a foul, looks like on Lauren Wagner.
Yeah, that time she did reach in. We talked about how she tends to go straight up and does a good job at that, but she reached in that time, and they call it a hack.
That's her first, the team third. Carlsbad has one team foul and lead 10-7 with 1:17 to go here in the first period. Stepping up to the line for two is Jasmine Gonzalez. First one's going to roll around and fall. Shooter's touch. Allie Myers will check back in, and Sepulveda will get her first break. For the Bulldogs, three starters checking back in. Harrison, Coda, and Bello check back in for the Bulldogs. So kind of going a little smaller here. Shot is up. It's going to be off to the right side. Hattie Harrison up high for the board. Gets it over to Bello. Bello will push it up. Look like they're going to put Bello at the point guard now. She gets it over to Kimber, over to the corner to Whitmire on the right side. Back to Bello, into the corner again. That's a set play. Three-pointer is, I thought it was good. Myers comes out with a long rebound, drives up the floor. Going to set up for the charge, and then she makes a quick pass to Dugan, so that stopped it. That was a good job by Bello defensively. They're going to go to Munn. It's going to be taken away. Bulldogs. That was Kimber stepping in front of that pass. Harrison comes up with it, gets it to Coda. She drives up the left side to Kimber. Kimber's going to skip pass across to Bello. Back out top to Coda. Bulldogs set up to run a play here. Going to go to Harrison. Harrison turns. Skip pass and throws it away. That hit somebody. That looked like it went off of Carlsbad. Younger will check in back in for Carlsbad. Farley Younger coming in for Jasmine Gonzalez. 27.4 seconds, 11-7. Carlsbad leads the Bulldogs by 4. Carlsbad probably going to try to get the last shot here as Allie Myers will come across the timeline, go to Estrada. Out top she goes to Oliver, and now back to Estrada. She drives, bounce pass outside. It goes to Dugan. She steps and tries to get a shot away, but can't. Down to 7 seconds. That's going to be a turnover on Carlsbad. So the Bulldogs with 4.6 seconds can try to get down and get a shot here. Just let that ball roll. The Carlsbad coach called him off. Now he's telling him to go back up. And she gets past half court before the time started, and the shot is up and no good. So at the end of one, 11-7, Carlsbad. We'll be back.
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions, our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
About 7 more seconds. We'll go into the second period here in the first game of the double bill tonight. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs hosting Carlsbad Cave Girls. And right now the score 11-7 in favor of Carlsbad if you're just joining us. On the floor for the Bulldogs are the starters. Velo, Coda, Harrison, Whitmire, and Wagner is Carlsbad basketball. Sepulveda will bring it down, go to the right side to Dugan. Dugan back out top to Younger. And you talk about sagging in on the defense there. We don't even come within 15 feet of her. Harrison almost takes it away from Dugan. Good defense there. She tried to drive and she tipped the ball away from her. She was able to get it back as Sepulveda goes around the screen by Younger. Back to Younger. Her shot up and no good, but Sepulveda with the rebound. And then she is fouled on the putback by Velo.
I had 3 Bulldogs underneath there, and that shot went off the backboard, touched no rim, and she just went right to her, and the Bulldogs just stood there. Kind of, nobody boxed her out. Nobody was looking to box somebody to box out. So just the little things that can get you tonight.
And it looked awkward because the way the shot came off, and then they just didn't get their hands up, and she did.
Yeah.
It did look a little awkward as Sepulveda makes the first. 12-7 Carlsbad. Second shot is up, and it is going to roll in as well. Getting it in quickly is Lauren Wagner to Coda Beltran. Coda picked up by Dugan, goes over to the left side to Velo, back to, and it goes through the hands. I mean, this is what we kind of looked at the other night, ball just going through the hands, turnover on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the difference in the game right now, Joby, is the free throws. Carlsbad has hit their free throws. I don't think we've shot one.
I believe you are correct. We've given up. We have 5 fouls. They go underneath. Shot is going to be up and no good. Wagner fighting Younger. It bounces out. Estrada for 3, and it is good.
Wow, that was nothing but net. That's a pretty shot by Estrada. Good decision.
So 16-7 now. They've stretched their lead out. Have the Cave Girls by 9, their biggest lead of the ball game. Whitmire on the right side. Quickly double teamed over there. She puts it on the floor, kicks it back to Velo. Now skip pass over to the left corner. Three-pointer is up and off the rim. No good. There's a great rebound by Wagner, and then her shot is partially blocked. Harrison gets the rebound, puts it up, no good. And Carlsbad comes out there with it. And I'm telling you, it looks like a lot of contact. No fouls called.
Yep.
Bulldogs have 14 fouls. Carlsbad with 1. Into the corner, Estrada looks at a 3. Velo closes in on her, shuts that down. Sepulveda out top, looking for a screen from Younger. Going to go back to Younger. And then it's blocked by quick hands of Coda Beltran. And coming out of there with the rebound is Velo. She'll push it up the floor, picks up her dribble. Looking for somewhere to go. She's going to have to hurry here, and she finally does get it away to Whitmire. Whitmire picks her dribble up, back to Velo. Out top to Wagner. Wagner is going to put it on the floor, drive into the lane. Oh, she is fouled.
Now she got blocked by Myers as she was bringing it up from low. Myers just swatted that out of bounds.
I couldn't see. The official was right in my way right when she went into that lane. Younger will take a break. Coming in for her is number 50, Jasmine Gonzalez. Out top it goes to Coda, now to Velo. Swing it over to Whitmire. She's going to spot for 3. That looks good off the backboard, but it doesn't go. Myers comes out of there with the rebound, and she'll push it up the floor for the Cave Girls. Whitmire picking her up out top of the key. Now she's going to go around the screen, stop. They switch, skip pass over to Estrada. She's already hit the 3 from there once. This time it's over the backboard, but tipping it out with Whitmire. Myers comes away with the long rebound. She's going to skip past it to Estrada again down to the corner. Gonzalez is going to shoot the 3, and it's good.
Yeah.
So one of their bigs steps out and hits the 3.
Yeah, doing a good job of finding the open girl right now are the Carlsbad Cave Girls. They're finding that girl that nobody's on. They're hitting the 3s.
19-7, Velo across the timeline, picks up her dribble pretty early, goes to Whitmire. Whitmire puts it on the floor, picked up by Dugan. She picks up her dribble and goes to Coda. Now a foul on the Carlsbad Cave Girls, number 22, Kylie Estrada.
So the Cave Girls are getting some pretty good looks. They're running their offense well and getting some good shots at the basket. Artesia's fighting to get some shots right now, it seems like, doesn't it?
Feels like it, yes. Yeah. All right, so looks like Coach Hodling takes a timeout. We're going to take it as well. The Artesia Bulldogs and the Carlsbad Cave Girls, 19-7 is our score. Carlsbad has stretched it out here to the 12-point lead, double-digit lead. Just real quick before we go to our break, next week, during the week after Christmas, the girls are traveling over to Las Cruces. They play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday tournament. The holiday hoopla in Las Cruces. Artesia taking on Carlsbad in the first game at noon at the main gym in Las Cruces High. The boys traveling over to the 63rd annual Hobbs Holiday Tournament, and they play at 9:45 Wednesday morning. We'll be right back.
Coterra Energy is urgently hiring for field and office positions in Carlsbad, Hobbs, Pecos, and Monaghan. Our operations are growing fast, and we're looking for qualified individuals to join our local team here in the Permian Basin. New employees are eligible to receive a sign-on bonus, and once hired, they'll receive an unmatched benefits package. To view all open positions, text Coterra to 71441. That's COTERRA to 71441. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
All right, we're back. 5:04 to go in the half. Artesia's Coda gets it into Velo. Velo over to the top to Whitmire. Whitmire looking. She puts it on the floor to Coda. Velo looks at a three but doesn't take it. Dugan comes out on her, hand checking her, but no foul called. There goes. Another. I was about to say they have to call that foul, and they did.
Well, they came out of that timeout. They set a double screen over there trying to get Coda open shot behind it, and Whitmire didn't wait for her to clear behind that double screen. Just went ahead and passed it over here to the right. So have to clear that up with her too.
Well, Whitmire will get a break coming in for her as Kimber Beltran. She'll get it into Velo out top, picked up by Dugan. Bounce or swing out to Kimber on the right side, back to Velo. Velo looked over to the corner. Now she finally does get it over there, but just a slow late pass. Now skip pass over to Kimber. Kimber puts it on the floor and gets it back outside to Velo. And Velo again will go back over to Coda. Now back swing all the way over to Kimber on the right side into Harrison into the corner. Harrison looking back out to Kimber. Almost has it taken away, but gets it on the floor. Puts up a three. It's short and will go out of bounds.
I like the shot because that's what we're going to get right now. And until we start hitting those, they're just packed down in the paint with their taller girls. We're not going to be able to work it in there.
All right, Dugan will hand it back to Sepulveda. She'll bring it across the timeline. Coda Beltran waiting on her at the three-point line. She's looking for a screen from Gonzalez. She goes around it. Now step back and shoots the three. It's going to be off, but there is a rebound there, and it's going to go. She chases it down, does Myers. Gets it to Sepulveda on the left wing. Now underneath Estrada. Her shot is going to be high, no good. Wagner comes down with the rebound.
Wagner made her go high and no good that time.
Yeah, good defense, went straight up. Now long three-pointer is going to be off to the left, but the Bulldogs battling for it is Kimber Beltran, but Sepulveda comes out of there with it. She's got a 2-on-1 break. She'll go on the right side. It'll roll around and out. Harrison gets the rebound. She'll push it up, and she loses the handle, but she'll get it back and get it to Velo. So a good job there by Harrison getting that board to start with and then gathering her wits and keeping it from being a turnover. Kimber on the left side. She's going to throw it out here, and it's going to be tipped by Carlsbad, so it won't be a backcourt violation. Velo will chase it down. Yeah, our passes, we're letting them come to them. We're not making crisp passes at this point. Velo hand checked over there, and then she throws it away. Dugan will get ahead to Estrada on the left side. She's going to go to the left side, up, and score.
Yeah, they've brought it out a little bit now, and they're not letting us pass it around the outside. They're really putting pressure on that because we're not working it inside.
All right, Velo working her way down. She's going to pick up a dribble real early. Now back to Velo from Coda. Swing it over the left side to Kimber. Harrison, she'll put it on the floor, step back, and she's going to kick it out to Velo over to Coda. Back to Velo, looks at the three, doesn't take it. Harrison at the top of at the free throw line, passes it to Kimber. Back to Velo, step up and shoot that. Kimber, I'm trying to talk him into shooting.
I know.
Long skip pass over to Coda. Back out top to Velo. Harrison at the top of the key. She goes underneath. Nice pass and a finish by Lauren Wagner.
And Lauren is working hard. I was watching her that whole time. She is working that whole time underneath to get open, and Harrison finally found her.
21-9. Bulldogs get back within 11. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the score's right.
I was thinking my math wasn't right, and it probably isn't. They go underneath to Dugan up on the left side. She goes up and under and scores.
Well, that's a good left-handed layup by her because Bulldog was right there, and as you said, up and under her with the left hand.
Quickly down the floor was whose ball is that going to be? It's going to remain Bulldog basketball. Is sticking her hand in there with Sepulveda. Carlsbad brings in Younger, Chavez, and number 33, which is Oliver. And for the Artesia Bulldogs, who came in for, Whitmire comes back in. Hattie Harrison will get a break. Underneath, and it goes through the hand of kind of a bullet pass close right there to Wagner. She was unable to control it. Sepulveda goes down. She walked, got away with it. I thought it was a walk. Maybe it wasn't. But she makes the little scoop. So 25-9 in favor of Carlsbad. Coda back to Velo. Velo to the top to Whitmire. She'll put it on the floor, kick it to Kimber, out top to Velo. Now back to Whitmire. She can do a little jumper, and it's going to be off to the left side. No good. She's fighting for her own rebound. I'm going to jump ball called.
I like it, though. She backed her down, did a little turnaround jumper, fadeaway jumper, and we got to do that. They'll start going. It didn't go that time, but they'll start going.
Possession arrow was pointing for the Bulldogs. It'll be their basketball as Padilla checks in for Velo. Keying it in will be Coda, I guess, yeah. Coda Beltran keying it in. Going to get it way outside to Padilla. Loses the handle, chases it down. Skip pass over to Kimber. Kimber to Coda. Top of the key, back to Kimber on the left side. Bulldogs playing a little bit of high-low offense here against the Cave Girls. Is going to go into the corner. Boy, Kimber is blocked by Younger. It looks like hustling forward is Jenna Whitmire. We're going to have another jump ball. These officials, I've never had this problem before. Maybe it's for
they're getting in your way.
They're standing right in my way. Just standing right there. I can't see.
We're usually sitting down there too, because that is the right position on this end of the court.
I guess
right?
it is, but the last two games they hadn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Hadn't been in my way.
Yeah.
Anyway, you might have to help me. All right, we're under a minute to go. 25-9. We're here in the first half. Under a minute to go in the first half. Sepulveda with Coda Beltran out on her. She goes around a screen. That's going to be a good job by Beltran. Padilla had it there for a minute. She still has it. She's going to try to get the pass. And then it's going to be Whitmire getting it. Whitmire will come up and get it to Coda, or to Kimber, ahead to Coda on the left side. Down to 23 seconds. Coda Beltran working her way over there on the left side against Chavez. Swinging over the right side. Padilla for three. It's off long. Coming out of there is Carlsbad. That's Oliver, and she'll get it to Sepulveda, who's got 7 seconds. So she pushes it up the court a little faster now. Down to 4, 3, 2. She goes into the lane, and she's going to be fouled. Boy, I'm not sure. We really fouled her pretty hard, too.
I'm sorry. The difference in this half right now, Joby, to me is the three-point shooting. Carlsbad's got 4 to 5 3-pointers. We have 1, and we scored 2 points this second quarter.
And the line.
Yeah,
and they're back there again.
You're right.
We have given up 5 fouls, but almost all of them have been shooting fouls. They've given up 3, but they've all been on the floor. We have not shot a free throw. First shot is up. It rolls around and drops for Sepulveda. 26-9. Yeah, it was 7-11 after 1, and now it's 26-7.
Yeah, and that foul was on Coda. It was her second foul.
26-9, sorry. Second shot is good for Sepulveda. That'll be the end of the half as we can't get a shot off here with .9. So, first half was a quick one. Only 8 total fouls called, only 2 timeouts taken. 27-9 Carlsbad. We'll be back.
Hi Artesia, it's Cambria from your local KFC and Taco Bell. I have something special for all you Bulldog fans out there. Come by and try our new Bulldog Bucket. It's an 8-piece leg and thigh meal with a large mashed potato gravy and coleslaw with 4 buttermilk biscuits for only $21.99. On Tuesdays, we also have our chicken fried steak special for just $4.99. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog. We hope to see you soon at your local Artesia, KFC, and Taco Bell.
Go Bulldogs from Tate Branch Artesia. Tate Branch is proud supporters of the Artesia Bulldogs and wishes them well as they march towards state championships. And like the Bulldogs, the team at Tate Branch and Artesia works hard to make your next car or truck buying experience the best it can be. From their great selection of Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, and Jeep vehicles to the service department, even the used cars are the best. So good luck, Bulldogs. And when you're ready to buy a new or used car or truck, come see the team at Tate Branch Artesia.
For over 77 years, you've counted on Forest Tire Company. Forest Tire knows that just being there for you is what matters most. That's why Michelin packs more innovation inside its tires to maximize performance without sacrificing capabilities, so you can continue to go the extra mile to be there for the ones who matter most. Be it your car, truck, RV, or semi, trust your tires to the folks who know more about tires than anyone else. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
When was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Stop by the branch on 5th Street or log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
We know you love your car, and at Big O Tires, we love your car too. We know it's so much more than just how you get from here to there. That's why your locally owned Big O in Roswell and Carlsbad is proud to help keep your car in top shape with our trustworthy service, quality products, major tire brands, and some of the best deals in town. And don't forget, we have easy and affordable financing options for nearly any budget. As members of our community, we know what's important to you and your car. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Paul tells Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7, God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. See, God doesn't want us to fear. Instead, he wants us to live bold, loving, and disciplined lives. And so as you look at life and you ask yourself, how am I doing? If you're paralyzed by fear, then consider which voices you are giving the most attention to. You're more than likely focusing on negative voices. Switch that. Listen to positive voices. Listen to loving, disciplined voices in your life, ones that are filled with wisdom and great understanding. And so if fear is your number one adversary in life, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ and let us give you a positive, loving voice in Jesus.
We're at the half here. Bulldog pit. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs hosting the Carlsbad Lady Cavemen. The score 27-9. And Robbie, we were talking off air, kind of analyzed a little bit what we saw there in the first half as Carlsbad just slowly pulled away from us.
Yeah, they're not giving the Bulldogs any fast breaks, and they're having a very difficult time. The Lady Bulldogs are working any kind of offense inside the paint. So most of our shots have come from three-point line or just a little bit in closer than that. And we get one shot, no second attempts at all. Carlsbad's going down, and they're getting layups as they're picking and rolling and using their size, and they're getting layups, and they're making their threes. And they're getting fouled underneath in the paint, so they're going the free throw line. We did not shoot one free throw that first half. So Carlsbad's a good team. They're not giving up those things, right? They're not giving us the fast breaks. They're not letting us come in the paint right now. So it's not that the Bulldogs aren't doing it, Lady Bulldogs. It's Carlsbad's that good.
Carlsbad is very good. They're 8-1, and they're 8-1 for a reason. We see them year in and year out being very big and physical. They're that way again this year. They've got a 6'2" player and another couple that are close to 6 foot. One of them's kind of a guard / wing and a flyer in Myers, and so it makes it very difficult as that length. I mean, I didn't say it. I don't know if I ever said it, but Myers has been guarding, and conversely, Dakota has been guarding her, and you're talking about an 8-inch difference. But with that length, it makes it very difficult on Coda trying to make passes down here around the wings or Velo, whoever she ends up on. So,
well, and then you got Whitmire on Younger.
Right.
Whitmire's guarding a 6'3" Younger underneath. So, I mean.
Yeah, when Whitmire is the post in there instead of Wagner, and they do rotate, you're exactly right. And, again, giving up probably 4 or 5 inches in that regard.
Well, Whitmire's 5'7", she's 6'3".
Yeah.
That's about 8 again.
Right.
It's hard to win with that.
It's very difficult. Carlsbad's very good, but the Bulldogs will come out here. They'll talk about it. They'll game plan how to try to fix those issues, and we'll see what they do in the second half. So stay right here with us. We're going to start have some more halftime sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the second half. Artesia has 9, Carlsbad with 27.
Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing here, and I can tell you it's not always easy being a female in a male-dominated business like roofing. I remember one time I was at a meeting to bid on the roof for a local college, and it was me and 13 men. Well, I won that bid, and I'd like to win your business too. My dad was a contractor, and I've been around building and roofing my whole life. I'm licensed and bonded, and I've forgotten more about roofing than most roofers ever knew in the first place. But what really sets Trustmark apart is an obsessive attention to detail that ensures that everything goes smoothly the first time. I promise we will treat you right with respect and we will make you happy. So yeah, it might be a bit odd for a woman to own a roofing company, but give us a try. Let us give you an estimate for your roof. I think you'll be glad you called. For all your roofing needs, call us at 575-755-ROOF or find us online at TrustmarkRoofPros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
My name is Larry Dean. I'm the discipleship pastor here at Faith Baptist Church, and I'd like to invite you to something we call faith groups. Now, there are a ton of resources out there to help people better understand the Bible, but I believe the very best way to grasp the truths of Scripture is to get together with other adults on a regular basis to study the Bible. And that's what we do every Wednesday night here at Faith Baptist Church. So if you're not in a weekly Bible study, come join us this Wednesday at 6:15 for faith groups. Thanks, God bless, and go Bulldogs.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Southeast New Mexico College offers a variety of associate degrees and certificates to help you pursue your educational goals. You'll find high-quality, affordable associate programs like business and nursing. Certificate programs like natural gas compression, welding, and industrial maintenance are offered to serve the common needs. Find your direction at SENMC. Navigate new pathways through higher learning at Southeast New Mexico College. Learn more at senmc.edu.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
Well, we're coming out of the half. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs have some work to do here as they are down 27-9. And, you know, that first period, it was 11-7. Artesia was right there with Carlsbad, but they've just steadily pulled away. We talked about it at the half. They're making their shots and getting fouled. And you said that, Robbie, at the half, there was only 5 fouls on the Bulldogs. There was only 3 on Carlsbad. but I believe all 5 on the Bulldogs were shooting fouls, and we had none. And so, as you said, they were getting into the paint and getting the fouls where we were getting fouled out on the, our 3 fouls that we got were out reaches out on the perimeter.
That's a good call, Jacoby.
Okay. Bello to Whitmire. They're going to come out hard on her and take it away. And then she takes it back. Whitmire says, I can do it too. And then she gives it back. So Sepulveda takes it away the second time. Estrada did the first time. Estrada goes underneath to Younger. Her shot is blocked by the Bulldogs' Wagner. They kick it outside. Sepulveda, Estrada drains it.
I love Lauren Wagner underneath. Her expression never changes. She blocks somebody, it doesn't change. If they score on her, it doesn't change. She's so calm and cool.
All right, so 30-9 as Kimber kicks it back out to Velo. Again, they're playing kind of a 2-3. No, they're playing a box and one, aren't they? Well, maybe they're just playing man-to-man, and there it goes. Whitmire hits a 3. We needed that.
Yeah, we needed that big time. Probably talked about it at halftime. The girls just take the shot. They'll start going.
And then we get a steal. Coda Beltran takes it away from Sepulveda. She's going to go to the baseline, goes down, and she's knocked down. It'll be a foul.
That's a good job by Coda. Again, okay, let's go at him, right? Drive the basket and draw the fouls. So I guarantee you, your brother, Coach Hodling, the good coach that he is, they covered that.
All right, so it'll be Bulldog basketball. Harrison checks in for Kimber, and it'll be Bulldog basketball as Coda will key it in on the left side baseline under the basket. Looking. Just going to go out top to Velo, who chases it down. Velo picked up by Dugan, about 6 inches difference there. Estrada on Coda gives it about 4 inches height difference. Coda to Harrison. Harrison gets it back to Velo, swings over the left side to Coda. She'll put it on the floor into the lane. Her little runner is going to be up, no good, but fights for the rebound, and then there's going to be a jump ball, and it'll be Carlsbad basketball.
And again, Coda goes around the girl, drives the paint, puts the shot up. So it didn't go in, but I like to see that.
6:38 to go in the third period, 30-12. As the Bulldogs putting on some pressure here, they get it to Younger. Younger back to Sepulveda, who will drive it up the floor on the right side, picked up by Coda Beltran. Now she'll back it up to Dugan. Dugan picked up by Harrison. They're about the same height. But then there's underneath that goes to Sepulveda. Her turnaround is no good, but we're going to have a foul called on Lauren Wagner. Carlsbad ran a little switch down there. Their offense, it looked like it was a back screen.
Well, the problem is, as you've been calling out the heights, I think every girl at every position is taller than our girls on the court. And so we've matched up best we can, but when they switch, we really get some disadvantage going for the Bulldogs.
All right, Sepulveda rolls that one around and in. Shooter's touch. She's a good basketball player. I don't think she's missed yet from the line until just then. And then Myers gets the rebound over Wagner. Wagner blocks her shot, but they're going to call a foul on Lauren, and I think that might be her third.
I think it is too. I think you're right. It's a good job by Myers, right? Missed the first one, fighting for her own rebound. Got it, went straight back up on Lauren. More times than not, the more you shoot under there, you're going to get a foul called.
And she looks like she's about 6'1". She's standing side by side with Wagner. She looks at least an inch taller. They got her listed at 6 foot in Myers, as Wagner will get a break here with 3 fouls. Kimber checks back in for her. Bulldogs definitely small now.
It went small.
Yeah, we're real small now compared to Carlsbad. Second shot up and coming. She missed the first one. 31-12 is the score. Second shot is up. It's going to be missed too, and then getting the position was Sepulveda. Whitmire got the rebound, or ended up getting the rebound, and she took it away from her, but they're saying it's out of bounds on Whitmire. So it'll be Carlsbad basketball. Gonzalez checks in for Myers. Estrada looking to get it down to her immediately. Turnaround is going to be blocked. Younger's there for the putback, though. Whitmire with the block, but Younger got the board.
It was a great block by Whitmire. Made it go back the other way, but it went right to her teammate.
Down the floor quickly on the baseline. Coda goes. She's trying to get around the Younger, and she's called for the blocking foul. So another foul on the Carlsbad Cave Girls. As Coda, again, doing what you suggested, driving in, trying to make some contact or get a layup. And so 2 fouls now. They've already got 2. They only had 3 in the whole first half against Carlsbad. That was the first on Younger. She checks out. Checking in for her is Oliver. Into the corner. They're going to try to go. Nope, not able to. Boy, there's a lot of reaching. They're just not calling that foul out top. Coda with the ball. She's going to drive. Goes on. Oh, just a bullet pass goes by Harrison. Harrison was covered up, too. It was going to be a tough play. So turnover on the Bulldogs. They're putting some full court pressure on. Bounce pass into Sepulveda. Up ahead it comes to Oliver. Oliver will slow it down as she was chased down by Whitmire. Hands it off to Sepulveda on the right wing. Goes back out top to Dugan. Dugan will dribble around, go into the center of the lane, kick it over to Oliver. We are seeing her shoot a three. Now she drives the lane, got to look like a walk. Shot is up, no good. Coming out of there with the rebound was Kimber. Yeah. Velo's going to swing it over to Kimber. Right wing, back out to Velo. She's wide open. Well, she was for a minute for the three, and she didn't take it. Now she'll start to drive, and then she almost gives it up, but she'll get it to Coda on the left wing. Sepulveda hustling. Dugan now comes out. They go to Whitmire. She's going to drive, and they're going to be a foul on the floor, and that's going to be on Gonzalez.
And that's where Whitmire in the first half stood there at the free throw line looking to pass it. That time immediately drove the basket with it, so good to see. Good job by Jenna.
All right, Chavez will check in, and Estrada will get a break. That's the third foul, the first on Gonzalez, but the third team foul. So they've already matched their number of fouls they gave up in the first half. Coda in the corner. She's going to shoot the three. It's going to be long. And backside, Oliver gets the rebound. Gets it to Dugan. Bulldogs staying in their man-to-man pressure defense as Dugan switches hands. Battling her out there is Kimber. She gets around to the right side. Gets it to Oliver. Oliver picks up her dribble. Gets it to Sepulveda, and she'll back it up. Picked up by Coda Beltran. Swing it to Chavez. Chavez puts it on the floor on the left side. Hands it off to Oliver. Harrison playing some good aggressive defense out there. Back to Sepulveda on the right wing. Skip pass over to Chavez. She'll turn it into the corner. Three-point shot is going to be long. Long rebound goes to Kimber Beltran. She'll put it on the floor and start driving. Boy, Jenna Whitmire was flying down the floor, but couldn't get it there. Carlsbad was playing pretty good get-back defense. Underneath to Whitmire. Her shot up and good, and one.
Good look by Kimber. Boy, I tell you what, every time a shot goes up, Jenna Whitmire heads down the court looking for that fast break. Just weren't able to get it to her, but good job by Jenna. That was a strong shot underneath.
And, yeah, and finished it right at she was right in front of the rim, went straight up with it, and got it to finish even though she was hacked. So Whitmire at the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. 33-14, and now 33-15 as Jimenez and Padilla will check in. And for Carlsbad, Myers will check back into the ball game. Also checking in is number 51, Bradford. I think that's her first action there. Coda will get a break, as will Velo. They're going to come out in full court pressure here. The Bulldogs do. They get it to Gonzalez, picked up by Harrison. To Dugan. Dugan puts it on the floor. Got Jimenez up in the air. She'll get it across the timeline. Jimenez catches up and plays good defense on her, though. Cuts her off. Dugan drives from the right side. We're going to have a foul underneath, I think. Well, we'll see who he calls that foul on. So it's called on number 15, Myra Jimenez, her first and the team third. That was on the floor. And it comes to Bradford. Bradford's going to be, Padilla steps in front of the pass after it was tipped by, again, Whitmire was flying down the court. But there was a lot of traffic there. You couldn't get it out of there. Jimenez on the floor, goes into the lane. She drives, kicks it to Beltran. Now Whitmire puts it on the floor, drives in on the left side, unable to get that about a 10-footer to fall. And then forcing her out of bounds, stepped on the line. Whitmire playing good defense.
Yeah, good things happen when you put the ball up in the air on your offensive end. And that time it didn't go, but, boy, she hustled over there and good defense, made her step out of bounds.
Estrada checks back in for Carlsbad, and for the Bulldogs, Coda Beltran comes back in. Jimenez will get a break. And now we got a timeout by Coach Hodling and the Bulldogs. 33-15 Carlsbad, 3:38 to go here in the third period. We'll be back.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
.338 to go here in the third period. 33-15 Carlsbad. As the Bulldogs get it into Harrison, she goes back to Whitmire. Whitmire out top to Coda. She's going to spot the three. Oh, in and out, no good. battling for the rebound, both Whitmire and Harrison, and then we're going to have it turned over. It's going to be, and then the pass from Padilla to Harrison goes through her hands. A lot of traffic there. Boy, the Bulldogs really playing hard right now, Robbie. Just things aren't completely going their way. As Sepulveda checks back in, checking in for the Bulldogs is Wagner. Harrison will get a break.
Yeah, it's a tale of two halves right now, at least coming out in this second half. Bulldog have outplayed Carlsbad so far in the third quarter.
You know, Whitmire is really fast, and they just threw that ball long, and Myers showed her speed, and now she scores on the left side as she ran right by Whitmire, and we got that by him. Whitmire's fast.
Yes.
That tells you how fast Myers is for Carlsbad. 35-15, 20-point lead now for Carlsbad. Coda picked up by Sepulveda out top, gets it to Kimber. Kimber picked up by Dugan. Goes around a screen, picks up her dribble, and is going to have it taken away, and we're going to have a foul on Sepulveda.
Yeah, Sepulveda, guys, she stripped the ball and then fouled her after she stripped the ball.
Yeah, kind of shoved her with her left hand.
Yep.
Checking in for Sepulveda, as that was her third foul, is number 1, Burke, her first time in here to the ball game. Into the corner to Whitmire on the right side. She goes to Wagner. Wagner tries to go up and underneath. She does. Shot is good over Myers.
That's a great shot by Lauren Wagner. It was just really tough underneath. That was against Myers, high off the glass.
And then on the other end, it's going to be a turnover as Padilla caused that. And then there's going to be a foul on number 51, Bradford, against the Bulldogs. That's their 7th. And that'll put, let's see, who did... Maybe that's their 6th. Boy, they get that foul up there quick.
He's got one job over there.
He's doing a good job, too. That's the first on Bradford, but the 6th team foul. Coda working on the right side, goes to the corner. Going to go underneath, and it's going to be tipped out of there by the long arms of Myers. Good idea, but just Myers, a little better defense that time. Dugan over to Estrada. Estrada for 3 is going to be long. Coming out there with the rebound is Myers. She's going to have it tipped away. And she's just able to go back and get it. Whitmire was working hard to get it. And now the turnaround from Bradford is no good on the backside. Rebound. Oh, no, and then she just threw it away. Bulldogs turn it over again, and now a foul on Coda. Boy, we get that rebound, and then we just turn it over.
Yeah, I think Kimber thought Coda was going to take off down the court. So she lobbed it over the defender, and Coda just stayed there. So
Jimenez checks in for the Bulldogs. Padilla will get a break. Also checking in for the Bulldogs is Velo. And so Kimber Beltran will get a break. Younger comes in for Carlsbad. Myers will take a seat. Into the backcourt it goes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, I think, might have checked in as well. Dugan out top now, picked up by Jimenez. Jimenez is one of those hounders, and she is all over Dugan, and now we're going to have a 5-second call. That's what you do right there.
Jimenez, boy, you can just tell she was all over her that whole time, playing great defense. I will say this, I was looking, we got Coda and Wagner both with 3 fouls here with 1 minute left, or 1:54 left in the third period.
All right, checking in for the Bulldogs will be Harrison as she comes in for Jimenez. We might start seeing this early in the game, defensive, offensive switches here by Coach Odling. Jimenez, just one of those hounders, as I called her, just all over. Going to go to Harrison out top. She's going to go underneath. Nice pass. Shot is blocked, though, by Younger. And then Wagner takes it away from her. Good job by Lauren. Kick it over to Coda. She goes around into the paint. She'll go all the way in, up, and score.
Wow, she did that against Younger also. Younger was right there, and Coda went underneath her and laid it off the glass. That was pretty by Coda.
Harrison now on Dugan. She gets by her, goes to the left side to Oliver. Oliver puts it on the floor, picks up her dribble, goes into the corner to Younger. Now playing out a little bit further was Wagner. Younger knocks Coda down. No foul called, offensive or defense. Underneath it goes. Good block by Whitmire as it went underneath to Gonzalez. Whitmire with the block. Actually, that was Oliver. No, it was Gonzalez. And then it tried to go inside. It's going to go off. Oh, I thought it went off of Gonzalez, but they say it goes off the Bulldogs.
Coda drove in there pretty, drove by 2 defenders, wrapped it around Younger, around her waist to Wagner, and Wagner just couldn't get the handle on it. What a beautiful no-look wraparound by Coda.
Padilla checks back in for the Bulldogs, as does Velo. Wagner and who else took the break? Whitmire take a break. They get it into Dugan. Bulldogs staying in their man-to-man pressure, full-court defense here, is working hard against Dugan. And then another knockdown on the backside. Gonzalez drives in on the right side, puts it up. It's no good. but coming out of there with the rebound is Estrada gets it to Dugan. Her three-point shot is going to be no good. And then there's Myers. She's going to go up and in and get fouled.
Yeah, we had three Bulldogs in there, and they all went up, and Myers flew about a foot above them and got that rebound. I mean, nothing the girls could do there. They're playing hard.
Well, it was Padilla, it was Coda, and it was Kimber, and they're listed at 5'4", 5'5", and Padilla's listed at 5'5", and 6'1" is Myers. Her shot is up and no good. Good job by Kimber coming out of there with the rebound in the trees. She'll drive it up the right side. Now slow down, and Sepulveda cuts her off. Now she'll go around her into the lane. She's going to go up underneath to Hattie Harrison. Her shot is blocked and then knocked out of bounds by Padilla, but it goes off of a – oh, no, he changed his mind and said that it went off of Padilla. Coach Hodling says, wait a minute, you said it was our ball.
Yeah, he didn't want Wagner in there for this.
Oh, no.
He put her in for offense.
Yeah, and – I mean, he said our ball, but then he changed his mind, so it'll be Carlsbad ball. They get it into Gonzalez. She'll bring it up the left side. She just picks up her dribble to Sepulveda. Sepulveda back to Gonzalez. She'll shoot that. She does. Going to be around and no good. Hattie Harrison with the rebound. Bounce pass to Coda. We got 5 seconds. Coda sees that. She's going to drive up to go over to the right side to Velo. Her three-point shot is good. Oh, I thought it was good. It looked good. I called it early. 37-19.
Jody.
And all of my names are wrong, but that's okay. I was wrong on the call. 37-19, Carlsbad. We got 1 period to go as the Bulldogs continue to scrap and battle. We'll be back.
Plumbing, air conditioning, heating, gas lines, sewer jetting, refrigeration, ice machines, RO systems, water softening, sheet metal fabrication, duct cleaning, residential and commercial. Crouch does it all. When you find yourself in need of assistance, give the experts at Crouch Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning a call. The Crouches know quality matters, and they'll find the best solutions for your situation. That's 575-746-3782 for Crouch Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, serving all of Eddy County since 1967.
All right, we're back here as the Artesia Bulldogs battled there. We matched them point for point that period. 10 points for each club. 37-19 is our score. Carlsbad with the lead going into the fourth and final period, barring a overtime. It's going to be Artesia basketball. Going from right to left on your radio dial.
We're just going in the fourth quarter right now. Coda and Wagner both have 3 fouls, and Sepulveda has 3 fouls for the Cave Girls.
So we're waiting on the clock to get set. Now it is. So Coda to Velo. Kimber, Lauren Wagner and Hattie Harrison out on the floor. They go underneath. And it goes to Harrison off the. Oh, and she missed the layup on the backside. Doggone it. Now we're going to have a foul called on Lauren Wagner. Darn it.
That went off of Lauren's nose, I think. Boy, it was a tough pass in there. Went through her hands, off her nose, right to Hattie.
And then Hattie caught it. Looked like she's just going to go right up and score, but it goes up off too strong off the backboard. Goes off the front of the rim and comes out. And then the foul called on Wagner, her fourth, the team sixth. So then they're going to throw it long again to Myers against Hattie. Oh, she got away with a walk maybe. Sepulveda, sorry. Myers for a long three is going to be off to the right side. Bello with a good backside rebound. And she'll push it up the floor. Going to go to the right side, go into the lane. Now she'll back it back out. Swing pass over to Coda. She makes 2 Carlsbad Cave Girls up and miss. Tries to go up and under, and she is fouled.
We got her with the body underneath there. Coda again doing a good job, but I'd like to see his Velo doing that now. Love to see that starting point guard get around her girl and drive in the paint and just bring girls to her. She could dish it off, so good to see is Audrey, right? Audrey doing that.
All right, so Coda steps up to shoot 2. First shot is up and good. 37-20. We've been kind of needling it down here. Down to a 17-point lead. It's been as high as 22 points in the ball game as Kimber will get a break. Jimenez checks in here. We'll see if she goes immediately and starts hounding. Also coming in for Carlsbad was Chavez. Shot is up and good, so the 4th point for Coda, as Carlsbad's Sepulveda will drive it by Coda, go right in the lane, kick it over here to Myers for 3. It's going to be off to the, she hit it off to the backboard and in.
Well, we can see that from back here, and you're thinking that ball's off to the right. Then it just went off the glass.
Jimenez to back to Jimenez, and then she throws it away. Turnover. Myers comes out of there with it. Jimenez tracks it down, and she stands up. If she hadn't stood up, it wouldn't have been a walk, but she stood up and turned it back over. So she was down on one knee, got that steal.
I don't know about you, but I don't ever give a 3-point shot off the backboard like they meant to do that. Do you?
It's hard. No.
Okay. It's
hard to say.
I didn't know if I was the only one, but.
No, you don't think that they're trying to do that.
Yeah.
They get the ball into the backcourt to Dugan. She picked up by Jimenez. Jimenez stayed right on her before. And this time Dugan drives, kicks it over to Estrada. Down underneath it goes to Younger. She little scoop shot or a little turnaround layup.
Hattie had great defense on her. It's just a left-handed shot, shielded her off with her body. A great move by Younger.
Jimenez picks up her dribble, goes over to the right side to Velo, now to Whitmire. She'll turn in the paint, kick it. Coda goes to the left side. Fake little jumper is going to be good.
Nice. Boy, she thought about driving, and they were both standing in there, so she just did the 8 to 9 foot jumper. Good decision by Coda.
Ball was tipped by the Bulldogs, but Carlsbad's able to retain it. Dugan will come across the timeline. Jimenez will go face her up on the right side. Out top to Younger, picked up by Harrison, although Harrison is sagging. Now they go underneath on the right side. Shot is up and no good, but a foul going to be called on Coda. Again, they ran that. Looked like they ran a screen, and that got Coda against a much bigger Gonzalez, much taller Gonzalez.
Yeah, and the first thing they do when they get that ball in the paint is they take it up for the shot. And Coda went flying by her and just reached back with her right hand and fouled her with the right hand.
First shot for Gonzalez is up and good. They've got Gonzalez listed at 5'10", and she's every bit of that. Wagner and Kimber will check back in. Harrison and Coda will get a break. Back to a 20-point lead here, 43-23. That was the 5th point for Gonzalez. Next shot is up and good as well, so her 6th. And the score now 44-23 as we've got number 51 checking in for Gonzalez, and that is Bradford checking into the ball game. Wagner to Jimenez, and she'll bring it up the floor. Over to the left side to Kimber. They're in a 2-3 zone. That's what they're in. They're just stretching it out and then trying to get it inside, and we're going to have a jump ball, and it'll be Carlsbad basketball.
Jenna tried to jump in the air and throw it to Wagner underneath, and Younger was standing there, and she threw it right in her hands. She's used to jumping in the air, being over other girls, but not against somebody who's 6'3".
All right, so checking in for the Bulldogs for Wagner was Padilla. I thought Carlsbad had someone come in as well. I think Estrada checked back in for Carlsbad. As Dugan working against Jimenez, gets it across the timeline, gets it over to Estrada. Chasing her down defensively was Velo. They work it around and almost take the ball away, and they do. The Bulldogs get in front of it. Going to get it ahead. Both of them didn't know where it was at, but Whitmire finds it, goes up and scores.
Nice. That's a good job by Whitmire. They had no clue. It took one bounce on the court. She saw it and immediately grabbed it and made the layup.
44-25. Dugan down the floor quickly, and Jimenez almost causes the turnover. Estrada will kick it outside to Bradford. Now outside to Younger. Younger looking to go underneath. She can't get there. Estrada with the ball. Back to Younger. She's going to put up a shot. It's going to be in and out, no good. But there on the backside was Bradford. And gets it to Chavez. Chavez dribbles and goes back to Bradford. Out top. It's going to be taken away by Whitmire. Another steal for Whitmire. She can drive up the floor. She'll go into and in and out, no good. Jimenez was there for the rebound. Her shot was blocked. And now down on the floor with it, jump ball was Kimber Beltran. That's going to be Bulldog basketball.
I don't understand, Joby. Maybe you can help with this. When you go for a layup and the person didn't get there in time because they don't call the charge, but they foul you while you're shooting it because you knocked them over, how do you not call one or the other? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would have called that. I thought it was a foul on them, very easily callable. Shot for, and she drains it, three-pointer, and we talked about that. Good to see Coda get a three. I don't know, Robbie. I would agree with you. I thought it was a defensive foul all the way.
Yeah.
But not a foul called. All right, so Sepulveda working her way down. Swings it over to Estrada on the left wing, picked up over there by Bello. Chavez cuts around the screen, gets it to Dugan, back to Sepulveda. She looks at a three, doesn't take it. Out top to Younger. Now they'll slow down, and they're going to run those back cuts and picks. Chavez on the right wing is going to throw it. It's going to be tipped away by Kimber, but Sepulveda chases it down. 4 minutes to go. Sepulveda drives the lane. Her shot blocked by Wagner with 4 fouls. Still blocking shots. Coming out of the rebound was Velo. She gets it down quickly to Whitmire, and she scores.
There's that fast break. Great look by Velo. Awesome hustle by Whitmire.
Bulldogs within 14 here. Still battling with their full court pressure defense. Sepulveda, oh, I thought she dribbled and then picked it up. But she's dribbling again, so no double dribble call. She's kind of taking some time now. We're down to 3:30. Coda out on her. Sepulveda going to the right side. Help comes. She kicks it out to Estrada, who spots for three. It's going to be in and out, no good, but Sepulveda gets the rebound. Tries to go up against the much bigger Wagner. Wagner pulls it down, gets the bounce pass, got it flying down the floor. Oh, throws it away. Bulldogs had a chance for another rebound, another fast break, but errant pass.
Kimber was flying down the court that time, and Coda tried to get it to her and just threw it behind her. And I love it because Coda said, oh, gosh, that's my fault. Kimber was down there saying it was her fault.
Yeah.
I don't know how it was Kimber's fault.
But she was still willing to take the blame. Harrison checked back into the ballgame, as did Padilla for the Bulldogs. Sepulveda picked, and as did Jimenez. So 3 Bulldogs check in here as we get close to going under 3 minutes. They get it to Dugan on the left wing over in front of her bench. She goes around to Harrison, stops about an 18-footer. It's going to be off the rim, no good. And there on the backside was Younger. Her shot up and no good. And coming out of there with it was Harrison. Hands it off to Jimenez. Bulldogs. Jimenez just going to drive right in the lane. Nice pass to Padilla. Her turnaround jumper shot is no good. Myers comes out of there with it. Bulldogs within 14 right now. They have really scratched back into this ball game. I think they've led by as many as 24 as Carlsbad as Myers drives. Kicks it to Dugan. She goes into the lane. Her shot up and good.
That's a good drive by Dugan, and realizing who was in there, she just laid it high off the glass. That was pretty.
Jimenez down quickly to Coda. She turns, spots for three. Good!
We need that. Good job, Coda.
All right, 46-33, back within 13, 2:16 to go. A full timeout taken by the Bulldogs. We'll be back.
Hey folks, Sean Smalls here for Rebel Daughters Barbecue. Let's get serious for a second. Are you considering breaking up with your barbecue place? If not, ask yourself, do they ask about your day? And if you prefer your brisket moist or lean? Do they support you financially by offering barbecue at a reasonable price? Do they bring you food when you're sad via DoorDash? Is your meat tender and your beans salty and full of brisket and pork? If the answer is no, it's time to move on.
Wait, what?
To Rebel Daughters Barbecue at their new location at 712 West Main. Stop by and give them a try. They'll treat you right.
All right, coming out of this timeout, the Bulldogs within 13, 46-33 against an 8-1 5A Carlsbad team that is really good. Bulldogs have just come out here in the second half, Robbie, and picked up their pace. Are driving in on Carlsbad, trying to just spark it.
Yeah, we talked about that second quarter. Carlsbad outplayed the Bulldogs in every area that second quarter, but man, since half the coaches went in there, I know they talked about the things, and the girls are coming out here. They've out-hustled. They've out-executed the Carlsbad Cave Girls in the second half.
All right, the Carlsbad Cave Girls facing the full court pressure here. Sepulveda will get it to Dugan across the timeline. She comes. Back outside to Sepulveda. Dugan starts to drive, cut off there. Her shot is blocked. Both Bulldogs go up. Coda comes down with it on the rebound. That shot was blocked by Wagner. Three-point shot is good. That's 3 in a row for Coda.
Yeah, we talked about how we really needed her to hit her threes, and she said 3 in a row.
They get it ahead to Estrada on the left wing, picks up her dribble, goes back out to Sepulveda. Looked to go underneath to Estrada, didn't. 135 and counting now to Myers. Myers will go up and score.
Boy, it's a great back cut, great look, and then Wagner really couldn't put any pressure on her with 4 fouls.
Bello down the floor quickly, goes into the corner. Now kicking it. Oh, and nobody went and got the ball. Went right between 2 Bulldogs. Neither one of them looked to go get it. Harrison will check in for the Bulldogs, as will Jimenez. Well, wait a minute. Something's going on wrong here. Jimenez checks in, for Kimber. So the Bulldogs, Whitmire, Coda, Jimenez, Velo, and Harrison on the floor. Down by 12, 48-36. They get it to Sepulveda in the back court, picked up by Coda Beltran. She'll come up the right side. Coda staying in front of her. Swing it over to Myers, and there's going to be almost a steal. Boy, good job there. And in the corner is going to be a three-point shot effort. No good. Myers gets the rebound on the front side. Outside it goes to Dugan. As we go under a minute, Dugan drives in, puts it up the backboard and in.
Well, that's a good job. Amanda's been playing good D, so she got her off her feet with the faking the shot and then just drove in the paint while Jimenez was in the air.
Jimenez working against Dugan, goes into the lane on the left side. She falls down. Myers takes it away from her. Driving down the floor is Myers on the right side. She gets it to Dugan. Dugan stops. A little 10-footer is going to run out no good. Myers was there for the rebound. Jimenez comes out with it, though, strips it away. And then Sepulveda tipped it, and they're going to call it Carlsbad basketball. Wagner's going to stay there. He's going to keep him in. He thought it was our ball. We're going to do an offense-defense switch as coming back into the ball game will be Kimber Beltran. 33 seconds, 50-36. Estrada to key it in front of her bench, gets it into Sepulveda. She hands it off to Myers. Bulldogs need the foul here probably. She drug that back foot again. Dugan hands it off to Sepulveda. And then Kimber, that's a backcourt violation. Good call. It'll be Bulldog basketball with 17 seconds. And I know, Robbie, we're all over but the crime, but the Bulldogs are hustling hard here.
They've played so well this second half. It's just been really fun to watch them, Joby.
All right, we're going to take a timeout here. We'll be back. 50-36, Carlsbad, 16.6 seconds to go.
Many times, patients require skilled care for short-term illnesses, temporary help after hospitalization or rehabilitation after a major surgery, and many more conditions that can be handled in the comfort of your home. J&J Home Care stands ready to provide such care when you or your family members need it. Our highly experienced nurses, therapists, and aides have been serving Artesia and the surrounding community for more than 20 years. To learn more about the services available at J&J Home Care, call 746-2892 or visit us at 1301 West Grand in Artesia.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor. John runs with us. Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 3 Series tractor with 0% APR for 72 months at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2316.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia or Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, Bulldog basketball. Whitmire turns, looking to go over to Coda, and we're going to have a travel called on Whitmire. So 8.4 seconds to go in the ball game. Turn it back over to Carlsbad, 50-36. But what a great game. I mean, we're going to get beat by double digits, Robbie, but you said it a minute ago. If we play like this in the second half against most teams, we're going to come away with wins. If we play like this all game long, most teams, we're going to come away with wins. Sepulveda dribbles through traffic, and then we're going to have a late foul called. I'm not sure why, but foul was called there.
Maybe Coda's fifth.
Yeah, with 0.8 seconds to go. I just meant not sure why because there was no time left. And it was ticky-tack, really. Wasn't an attempted foul. It was her fifth foul, so she fouls out. But it does put them at the line, so.
Coda went over to the Carlsbad bench, gave them all a 5 before she went back to the Bulldog bench.
Shot is up and good, so 51-36. So these last two, with under a second to go, they call a foul. It's going to be a little bigger lead than it would have been without the fouls. The second shot is up and good as well. So 52-36 will be our final score. Artesia will fall to the Cave Girls, but we'll get our break going here. If we come back, we'll have Coach Pollard over here, I'm sure, but good game by the Bulldogs, even though they failed. Stay right there. We'll be back.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road, or online at deansinc.com.
Welcome back here to KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, and as promised, joined by Coach Pollard. And Coach, tale of two halves there, as the Bulldogs seemed to have a lot of struggles there in the first half. You guys went in, and it appeared to Robbie now y'all made some pretty distinct changes on how you were going to attack the basket. Talk about that and what you guys did in such a great second half.
Well, I mean, you know what you're going to get when you play Carlsbad. They're always tall and they're always long, and, you know, they almost play like boys in the sense that they tip every pass and they're going to block your shot. And we knew that coming in, and offensively we wanted to be a little bit more patient with the ball, you know, and I think we did that, but it just wasn't, we weren't getting anything from it. We weren't getting any points on the board. So at halftime we had to make the adjustment. Like, you know, they were huffing and puffing just like we were, so we needed to push the ball and get up, and I think that's what created that tempo, that we played better, and we cut the gap in that tempo. But we just got to figure out how to bottle up that tempo and start it from the very beginning.
Well, again, I mean, you're right. I mean, just kind of have a slow start there in the first half, and that definitely hurt you.
Yeah.
Not a lot of fouls called either. All the fouls that were on the Bulldogs were shooting fouls, and all the fouls on them were not.
Yeah.
So the difference in the first half, they made several threes. We couldn't hit a three.
Right.
And they made all the free throws. We didn't even shoot a free throw in the first half.
I know. That's when we went in for at halftime. I asked the wings. I said, "Who here shot a free throw?" And none of them could raise their hand. And I said, "Okay, well, we need to get to the free throw line." So.
And you did that in the second half.
We did.
Plus, Coda came kind of alive, hit three three-pointers, and you guys did a good job battling back.
Yes, sir.
All right, so next week you're traveling over to the Hoopla. You go to Las Cruces.
Go to Las Cruces Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Well, you're leaving Monday. I think it's
we don't
Tuesday,
play till
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
Thursday.
That's
yeah.
right. We leave Monday. We play Tuesday, Wednesday,
And guess
Thursday.
who?
That's right. And then we come back after the tournament, play them again.
And
so.
you play Carlsbad.
Listen,
Tuesday.
we're going to get them one of these times. So I hope, just cross your fingers. We're going to play a little bit better.
Well, y'all played good. You actually played pretty good, Coach.
We really
All right.
did. We really
All right. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, stay right there. Guys Chevrolet post-game show coming, and then we'll go right in to get ready for the Bulldogs. The boys on the floor warming.
It's the season